Hi children, how are you all? Welcome to our biology channel. In the last session, we discussed about types of nutrition. So what is nutrition? What types of nutrition? Already we discussed in the previous session. Now we are going to discuss about next topic, photosynthesis. What is our next topic children? Photosynthesis. Children, you might studied about photosynthesis in the previous classes. So what is the photosynthesis? What is the definition of photosynthesis? And what are the factors required for photosynthesis? So these are the topics we are going to discuss today. Okay children, so first of all, what is the meaning of photosynthesis? Photo means light. What is the meaning of photo? Light. Synthesis means putting together. What is mean by synthesis? Putting together. Preparing food materials in the presence of light is called as photosynthesis. Preparing food materials in the presence of light is called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a process by which green plants containing chlorophyll substance build up complex organic molecules from simple inorganic compounds by using sunlight as energy source. This is the definition of photosynthesis. Once again children, photosynthesis is a process by which plants containing green pigment called chlorophyll, they build up complex organic molecules from simple inorganic compounds is called as, in the presence of sunlight, is called as photosynthesis. In simple words, we can say photosynthesis as plants by using water, sunlight, carbon dioxide, chlorophyll, they prepare food materials. So this process is called as photosynthesis. So in simple way, we can define photosynthesis as plants by using water, sunlight, carbon dioxide and chlorophyll, they prepare food materials. So preparing food materials, green plants prepare food materials by using carbon dioxide, water, sunlight, chlorophyll. This process is called as photosynthesis. This process is known as photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a type of autotrophic nutrition. It is a type of autotrophic nutrition. You know what is mean by autotrophic nutrition? Organisms which can prepare their own food materials are called autotrophs. The mode of nutrition is called as autotrophic nutrition. So photosynthesis is a mode of nutrition. Photosynthesis is performed by plants. Next, algae and some bacteria. So, which organisms can perform photosynthesis? Examples, plants, algae and some bacteria are able to perform photosynthesis. These organisms are able to perform photosynthesis. They can prepare food materials. There are many scientists that tried to formulate equation of photosynthesis. Finally, the scientist C.B. Van Neel. What is the scientist's name, children? C.B. Van Neel. C.B. Van Neel, he formulated equation of photosynthesis. He formulated and proposed an equation to show the process of photosynthesis. Let us know what is the formula formulated by the C.B. Van Neel. What is the equation formulated by the C.B. Van Neel? C.B. Van Neel in the year of 1831, he formulated the equation of photosynthesis. So the equation proposed by C.B. Van Neel is CO2 plus 2H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, CH2O plus H2O plus O2. This is the formula, this is the equation formulated by the scientist C.B. Van Til. So the scientist C.B. Van Til formulated equation of photosynthesis in the year of 1831. So the equation formulated by the C.B. Van Til is CO2 plus 2H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll CH2O plus H2O plus O2. There are many scientists, they had tried to formulate equation of photosynthesis over 200 years. But finally, the credit goes to the scientist C.B. Van Til. His opinion was for formation of one molecule of carbohydrate. See here, CH2O. It refers carbohydrate. So the word CH2O, the formula CH2O, it refers the word carbohydrates. So his opinion was for formation of one molecule of carbohydrate, one molecule of water and one molecule of oxygen are produced. His opinion was for formation of one molecule of carbohydrate, one molecule of water and one molecule of oxygen are produced. So this is the equation formulated by the scientist C.B. Van Til. Once again children, CO2 plus 2H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll CH2O plus H2O plus O2. So plants can perform photosynthesis. Plants prepare food materials to all living organisms. All animals on the earth, they depend on plants directly or indirectly. Yes. For example, herbivorous animals. These herbivorous animals, they depend on plants directly. Herbivorous animals feed on the plants. Directly they depend on the plants. But what about carnivorous animals? Carnivorous animals, they depend on herbivorous animals. So here, animals directly or indirectly, they depend on plants. So plants provide food for all organisms on the earth. Plants provide food for all organisms on the earth. That's why plants are called as universal food providers. So plants are called as universal food providers. So plants are called as universal food providers. So why do plants are called as universal food providers? They may ask a question in examination. Why do plants are called as universal food providers? What is the reason? Plants provide food to all living organisms on the earth. All animals directly or indirectly, they depend on the plants for food. So that's why plants are called as universal food providers. Then, do all plants can prepare food? Children, yes. Can all plants prepare the food? No. Some of the plants, non-chlorophyllous plants. Some of the plants are non-chlorophyllous plants. For example, dodder. Dodder is a non-chlorophyllous plant. Dodder is the common name. Cuscuta is the scientific name. Dodder is the common name and Cuscuta is the scientific name. This dodder plant is a parasitic plant. See, some plants, they don't have chlorophyll. So these plants are called as non-chlorophyllous plants. These non-chlorophyllous plants, they depend on other plants for food and shelter. So these plants are called as parasitic plants. Dodder is an example for parasitic plant. So parasitic plants, they cannot prepare food materials. What is the reason? Parasitic plants, they don't have chlorophyll. So these non-chlorophyllous plants live as parasitic plant. So parasitic plants, they depend on other plants for food and water also. So example, dodder. And children, you might heard about insectivorous plants. Children, do you have any idea about insectivorous plants? Some of the plants, they trap insects. They are able to digest the insects. Yes, some of the plants, they can digest insects. They are able to digest insects. For example, these plants are called as insectivorous plants. which depend on insects are called as insectivorous plants. These plants, they trap the insects. Example, Nepenthes. In 7th class, nutrition in plants, in that chapter already you studied about insectivorous plants. So some insectivorous plants, they trap insects and they digest insects. Are these insectivorous plants or these plants are autotrophic or not? Yes, these plants are autotrophics because insectivorous plants, they have chlorophyll. They can prepare food materials, they can perform photosynthesis, but they depend on insects. For nitrates, only for nitrates, these plants depend on insects. So this is about insectivorous plants. See children, only chlorophyllous plants, the green plants, only green plants are able to perform photosynthesis. Green plants can prepare food materials. Some of the non-chlorophyllous plants like dodder, they cannot prepare food materials. These plants live as parasitic plants. Then some plants, they depend on insects for nitrates. These plants are called as insectivorous plants. These insectivorous plants also autotrophic plants. So this is about the photosynthesis. Then next, let us continue this topic. See children, C.B. Van Til formulated the equation of photosynthesis for the first time. His opinion was for formation of 1 molecule of carbohydrate, 1 molecule of water and 1 molecule of oxygen are produced. Okay, this is the formula formulated by the C.B. Van Til. The scientist C.B. Van Til, he studied about purple sulfur bacteria. He did experiments on purple sulfur bacteria. What is the bacterium name? Purple sulfur bacteria. He did experiments on purple sulfur bacteria. So purple sulfur bacteria is a autotrophic bacteria. It is a autotrophic bacteria. It is able to perform photosynthesis. But in these experiments, he supplied hydrogen sulfide instead of water. Here in this equation you can see carbon dioxide react with water molecule. In the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, finally carbohydrates are produced. But for this purple sulfur bacteria, he used hydrogen sulfide as a starting material. So instead of water, he used hydrogen sulfide as a starting material. And he observed that purple sulfur bacteria released elemental sulfur instead of oxygen. Here during photosynthesis, which gas is released? Nana? Oxygen is released. But he observed that when he used hydrogen sulfide as a starting material in photosynthesis, elemental sulfur was released. And he also found the importance of light in the photosynthesis. C.B. Van Til also found the importance of light in the photosynthesis. And one more scientist, Robert Hill. Robert Hill, he proved that oxygen liberated during photosynthesis by breaking water molecule. We know that oxygen liberated during photosynthesis. But how the oxygen liberated during photosynthesis? By breaking of water molecule. So the scientist Robert Hill discovered that oxygen liberated during photosynthesis. Oxygen liberated during photosynthesis by breaking of water molecule. So this is about the Robert Hill. So after Robert Hill experiments, this photosynthesis equation was modified. Now let us discuss the modified equation of photosynthesis. The modified equation of photosynthesis. This is the simple equation formulated by the C.B. Van Til. Now let us look at the modified equation of photosynthesis. This is the modified and balanced equation of photosynthesis. 6CO2 plus 12 H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. So, this is the balanced and modified equation of photosynthesis. 6 molecule of carbon dioxide react with 12 molecule of water. Finally, glucose is synthesized. Here, what is this? This is the glucose. What is the formula of glucose, children? C6H12O6. The formula of glucose is C6H12O6. And this glucose is a simple carbohydrate. Glucose is a carbohydrate. It is a simple carbohydrate. And in this process, 6 molecules of water and 6 molecules of oxygen also produced. But photosynthesis is a complex process. Directly, glucose will not form. Directly, glucose doesn't form. So, some intermediate substances are formed. So, step by step it takes place. So, several chemical reactions takes place. So, about those chemical reactions we will discuss in the mechanism of photosynthesis. So, while discussing about that topic, so we will discuss what are the chemical reactions takes place during photosynthesis. So, photosynthesis is a complex process. Several chemical reactions takes place and some intermediate substances also formed. Finally, a simple carbohydrate, that is glucose, is formed. So, first glucose is formed. From this glucose, complex carbohydrates like starch and cellulose are formed. And plants are also able to synthesize fats and proteins. Plants can prepare fats and proteins also. For example, pulses, all the pulses rich in proteins. Then all oil seeds, they have fats. So plants also prepare fats and proteins. So this is the balanced and modified equation of photosynthesis. Children, what is the balanced and modified equation of photosynthesis? 6CO2 plus 12H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. And what is the formula of glucose? The formula of glucose is C6H12O6. So, during photosynthesis, plants prepare simple carbohydrates. From these simple carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates are produced like starch and cellulose. And plants also prepare fats and proteins. Children, this is about the equation of photosynthesis. So, C.B. Van Til for the first time formulated the equation of photosynthesis in year of 1831, and this is the simple equation formulated by the C.B. Van Til. Then after several experiments, after discovery of Robert Hill, the balanced equation was proposed. This is the balanced equation of photosynthesis. What is the balanced equation of photosynthesis? 6CO2, 12H2O gives rise in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. C6H12O6 plus 6H2O plus 6O2. Okay, so this is the equation of photosynthesis. Now let us go to the next topic. What is the next topic? The next topic is factors essential for photosynthesis. What is the next topic, Nana? Factors essential for photosynthesis.